Hey everybody, Shawn here from the Automation Blog and School. And today I thought we'd take a look at some of the upcoming virtual events, some that are happening this week and some that are happening next week. And we'll start with the ones that are happening this week here. Let me go over to the Siemens Innovation online event, and we'll just go through the agenda really quick. Now on Wednesday the 23rd, there's some really great content. I'm going to try to watch this in between work during the day. I'm going to start with an opening at 10 o'clock, but then at 10:30, they're going to cover all the innovations and roadmap for the PLC's I/O and software, which I think is going to be very cool. Then, of course, they're going to do at 11:15 the HMI innovations coming and the roadmap, followed up at 12 o'clock by TIA Portal. Okay, so we just had a podcast on V17, and I'm sure this is going to cover that and more, where they're going in the future. Then they have a virtual showcase from 12:45 to 1:45, and you can chat with the experts. So if you have a question about something, that would be the time to do it. And then at 1:45, we get the world-class I/O. So that's really cool. We learned in the podcast last week that they have new adapters for their I/O, or those ET200s that can actually talk three different protocols simultaneously: Ethernet IP, Profi, NET, and Modbus TCP. That's really cool. So, and then we have innovations with WinCC. I forgot to turn on our unified comfort panel up there, but that should be very interesting. And then Industrial Edge, followed up by some more virtual showcase and chat. Now here on Thursday, they're going to talk about Siemens cooperates with education. Now, if you teach, maybe I know some of you teach at night, some of you are full-time instructors. You should really check this out. I've looked into this. They have all kinds of free manuals and labs and guides for instructors. You can get right from the SCE website. And not a lot of, you'll be hard pressed to find another PLC vendor that gives away so much educational stuff for free. And it's really great. Now, like most instructors would, like I do, you customize that for your own classroom and your own needs. But still, to have it all available is pretty awesome. They also have, and it's not on here, but they also have an instructor workshop, a class. And I actually was able to take that recently, and it's really good. So for the educators out there, you'll be interested in that. If you're into motion control, you get Cymatic Motion. If you're into VFDs, you got a session on new UL standards for VFDs. So that is pretty interesting there. You get the virtual showcase and chat with experts again at 12:15. And then at 1:15, you have, avoid cyber and ransomware attacks. Now, that's been in the news a lot lately, right? I recently said on a podcast that, safest thing you can do is not connect your plant floor directly to the internet. Every country in the world is connected to the internet. So anybody who wants to hijack your pipeline or your water plant or your whatever, if you connect your process control, your manufacturing control system directly to the internet without a firewall. Now remember, firewalls, right? These big companies lose billions of dollars. They give access to our personal information all the time. And these are large companies, right? So, be very careful, and you may want to check this out if you believe that you have some vulnerabilities. If for instance, there was a water plant where their VPN was on 24/7, somebody hacked in and changed the values of the process so that the water would not be safe to drink anymore. So they caught it quickly, but those are the type of things you want to look out for. And we'll be covering more on cybersecurity here soon in the coming podcasts. But that's very prescient, very in the news today, and something you may want to take a look at. And then for those who are doing robotics, there's a session here for robotic integration and micro drive, so you can check that out as well. So overall, it looks like a really good session listing. It's one agenda. So if there are things like if you don't do motion, then you'd probably skip that, or if you're not using Siemens HMIs, you would skip that. But overall, I think it's a great agenda, and they did a good job. And I'm looking forward to attending later this week. It's completely free, so you can't go wrong there, right? So with that, I also had the good guys over at Wago send me information about their webinars. Now, all of these major vendors have webinars every month, and they have them cached online. So whether it's Siemens, Rockwell, Wago, Mitsubishi, all of these, and I get those emails all the time. And unfortunately, I can't attend them all. But, each of these companies over the last 12, 18 months have really built up a great library of webinars that are cached that you can go back and watch. So, if you're interested in a particular vendor, check that out. But here, the reason I wanted to bring this up is, a lot of people are talking about IoT and Node-RED and MQTT. And so I thought this was very interesting. Now, this does overlap a little bit with the Siemens session. It's 1 p.m. Eastern. But, what they're going to do here is they're going to show using Siemens Communications, Ethernet IP, and Modbus, right, as well as MQTT. And the actual PLCs they're going to use a Wago 8212, a Siemens S7-1200, and a Compact Logix. But this, using their edge computer Node-RED, they're going to kind of walk through how to set this all up and collect this information. And, we have articles on this. A great gentleman from the Middle East wrote some articles for us over at theautomationblog.com on Node-RED and using it with a Raspberry Pi. And if you're interested in that, check it out at theautomationblog.com. But, seeing somebody actually do it in a webinar can be helpful too, because, an article is just an article. So in any case, I wanted to mention that because it looks really cool. And I'm going to try to hit both of them on June 24th. The last one I wanted to talk to you about, though, is ROKLive. Now, I really thought Rockwell did a good job last year with ROKLive. If you think about, tech ed, I don't know, I've been to 15 or 20 tech eds over the years. And I always loved going, what's new in Logix? What's new in View? What's new in Connected Components? Always really enjoyed those type of presentations. And I thought Rockwell did a fairly good job last year with all the multiple presentations. I mean, the biggest problem I had was the descriptions of what was supposed to be covered in those presentations was always kind of flowery. It wasn't like brass tacks like Tech Ed used to be. But here's ROKLive, and it's June 29th to 30th. Now, I'm not going to be attending because I'm actually on vacation that week. So I'm still going to try to queue up some videos to release during that time and some articles. But, I won't be able to attend. Just so happens I'm going to go visit some family out of town. So, but I still want to kind of review this with you because I know we have a big Rockwell following. And this is Tuesday the 29th and Wednesday the 30th. And from 10 to 11:30, we have the keynote presentations. Now, I was looking at these. I really enjoyed Dean Kamen's part of the presentation last year. It was really good and interesting. I didn't see any guest speakers of that quality this year. It seems like the Rockwell upper management is really giving these keynotes. So if that's something you're interested in, you should know that. Then it's going to be followed up with an idea exchange and then value workshops. You can see this asterisk on here. We'll talk about that a little bit. So let's kind of go down into the keynote presentations. So you can see here, Tuesday and Wednesday, there's two different ones. This one's about shaping a digital future and insights driving innovation. This one's about key actions for supply chain and sustainability. Okay, so if you're interested in those, if you want to hear from the upper echelon at Rockwell, those would be for you. Then we have the DX Idea Exchange. Now, idea. You can tell I'm from the Northeast, right? So the Idea Exchange, you can see what they'll be talking about. Now, it looks like, I was trying to understand this. It almost looks like they call it a conversation. Join any of the conversations. And so I don't know if it's a chat site or if it's how it works or if it's a live stream with Q&A, but you can see the different topics here. These topics, I would say, I don't know if these are going to be the ones that draw the most people out. They're very pointed topics. But again, if you're interested in those, you'll want to check that out. Now, as we get down to the value workshops, these actually, these are 2-hour workshops that walk you through actual use cases. And you can see on Tuesday, they do energy, food, and life. And then on Wednesday, they do automotive, household, and OEMs. So these are 2-hour sessions. Now, it just seems very vague. And if we scroll down, let's go ahead and click right here on the value workshops. If we come down here and read more about it, we learn that to attend one of these is a registration fee of $99 because they have limited capacity. And that $99 gets donated to First Robotics, which, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big supporter of First Robotics, but if you've coached Lego League like I have, you know that it's not cheap signing up to sign up your school for First Robotics. And we have some good manufacturers in the area that'll sponsor us. Yeah, but still, it's, and again, I'm a believer in first robotics, but they charge quite a, they're not giving anything away for free. So I'm kind of curious where does all that money go if they're charging schools like our local school, hundreds of dollars to join every year. But in any case, it is what it is, right? Now, if you come down here, you can see that there are 6 different ones, but you can't click on here and find out more. So, I can't attend. I'm going to be out of town, but I don't know if I would plop down $99 not knowing what was in any of these. And this is very strange. I've never seen Rockwell do something like this before. But in any case, there was something here that it's not on the agenda, but it's very interesting. It's called a session guide. I don't know how this works into the event because it's not on the schedule. None of these sessions are on the schedule. But just open a couple of them, and these kind of look like the old Tech Ed sessions. Okay, so here we have DE01, connecting 5000 simulation interface. This is presented by ANSYS, so this is their twin builder, ANSYS twin builder. And you can see some other things here, like a new emulator for the 5580, FactoryTalk Logix Echo. You can see things here about the application code manager. If you need to use that would be great to attend. That's DE10. And over here we can see Emulate 3D. Very cool looking software, but I believe it's $5,000 or more. So probably something that would only be for a large engineering firm to make use of. But in any case, so those sessions look great. I would love to sit in some of those, but I'm not clear. You'll probably, if you're interested in these or some of the visualization ones or other ones, you probably would want to talk to your Rockwell representative to find out, like VZ01. That's a classic Tech Ed session number. VZ02. When are these held? If you pay the $99, are these on demand? You get to watch all of them. I don't understand. I was going to have Rockwell to come on the podcast and explain it. I just didn't have time. We had so much going on with Siemens, and with we had the guys from CCW product manager on, and I didn't have time to put this on. But so if you're interested in those classic type of sessions, you'll have to find out from Rockwell how you attend them, because it's not clear. And again, I'm not going to pay the $99 because I won't be around next week. And with that, I just wanted to kind of go over these events since they're coming up so quick, and that there's still, in-person events that still haven't come back all the way. So hopefully in 2022. But for now, if you have some time in the next couple of weeks, you may want to check out these online events and webinars, and hopefully you found some value in kind of reviewing the sessions that were available. And with that, I just want to wish you all a very safe, happy, and healthy, not only day, but couple of weeks, since I'm going on vacation. And until next time we meet, peace.